Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, and always great to have a special guest, especially when he has been with this radio station for, since we started over 14 years. Chris Janson, how you doing, bud?
That's right, man. Thanks so much. I'm doing great. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the time, and looking forward to having a great show on Long Island. It's going to be a good night, that I can tell you.
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday night at Westbury. And you've played Westbury before, right? Yep,
and it's a great community, and love the people. You know, I love New York. I make no bones about it, man. It's those are my people, and now we just have a lot more hits to play thanks to you, and so we're looking forward to being back.
Oh, my God, unbelievable, man. Over the years, you've had a lot of great songs, a lot of hits you put out there, but it's not even just about the songs. You go to a Chris Janson show, it is upbeat, it is up-tempo, you are all over the place. I mean, it's a rockin' show, it's exciting, people are out of their seats, right? A Chris Janson experience is unlike most of the other shows you're going to see in country music.
Thank you very much. I take it as a great compliment, and I humbly accept. I agree with you. It's man, we celebrate a lot of things. We celebrate happiness, our country. We celebrate country music. We celebrate just having a good time. It's the best way to describe it is a good old-fashioned American party is what it is, and a lot of sing-alongs. I mean, from the top to bottom, you can sing along with all the songs and have a good time, and the more energy that the crowd brings when they walk through the door is the more energy they're going to get back from me when I come on stage.
Absolutely. You get it all from Chris Janson. Tomorrow night, Westbury. There's a couple of tickets left, not many, a handful. You can get them livenation.com, ticketmaster.com, and go to the Westbury website. You'll be all set. You're an answer to a trivia question for me because about a year ago, maybe, and you're not going to remember this because you're all over the world. I get this. But about maybe last April, the third week of April, for the first time ever, I drove from New York to Nashville with my family, and one of my nights I went to the Opry for the first time, and who's performing by chance? Chris Janson, and I got to come backstage and hang at the Opry with you. That was great.
Yep, I do remember, and it was me and Dirks, and I think Craig Morgan was on there that night. I have a memory like an iron box.
Yes, it was.
So, and there were some, right when you walked up, there were some hockey players talking to me, if you remember, back there by the green room where you get the drinks in the middle in the lounge. But, man, yeah, it's awesome to see you there, and I'm a proud Opry member and proud you were there to be a part of that, and, yeah, it's a great honor for me.
Yeah, what a great experience that was. So musically, give everyone on Long Island the lowdown musically, where you are, singles, albums, what's happening in the Chris Janson world. I mean, we've had a lot of great ones. What you see is what you get. It's fantastic. Tell me about what's happening in your world musically right now.
Yep, I'm working on a new album. I've been releasing songs off of it in preparation for that. It'll probably be late summer if I had to kind of guess. I don't have an exact meter on when it's going to be out yet, but of course, it'll be announced and everything when the time comes. We are looking at a new single coming to radio here probably within the next month, and excited about that. So I've really been on the grind, nose to the grindstone kind of with the music at the moment. You have to go back every night. At least I do. That's my process. We'll put music out and let it become hits, and then I have to go back to the drawing board and think of new material, and that takes a little bit of time. So I've got some things I'm really proud of that I'm going to be coming with here very shortly. In the meantime, I've released a couple of songs out there just to, that's just sort of the new way of doing it. I mean, I don't know about albums anymore as far as all at one time, but it's a little bit funner and a little bit quicker to get the music out to fans, dropping them one by one or two by two. And so I've had one called Stay Rowdy that we put out in preparation for the album, one called Cheap that we put out in preparation for the album. And so it's exciting times. I mean, I've been back in the studio. I built a new studio, and I've been working in there quite frequently, actually, when I'm in Tennessee and not on the road. However, the first quarter of this touring season, which we just got into March, but I've been busier statistically this January through March than I've ever been, and so it's pretty cool. And I'm glad to get back to work. The holidays were the holidays, and I think everything gets a little laggy feeling towards the end of the holidays. And I like to get out and work, and I like to tour, and I get, an idle mind. I get so bored. So I'm glad to be back on the road playing shows, and the shows have been exponentially amazing. They've been just great, and hence is why I'm looking forward to being back in Long Island. And it also gives me a couple of reasons to spend the night over in the city.
I love that, man. You are a busy family man. I always see you posting. You're out on vacations and things, or different cities on the beach here and there. Right? I mean, it's great. And you and your wife, and she works very closely with you, obviously. So.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are always together, and it's fantastic. Now, tomorrow night, big show, Chris Janson at Westbury, a handful of tickets left. You want to get in there, you got to get on it, livenation.com, ticketmaster.com. Google the Westbury Music Fair website. You can get on there. And by the way, good timing on the possible album at the end of the summer, because we are not everything is the I's aren't dotted and the T's are not crossed, not by a long shot, but we are in discussions to possibly have you come end our summer season at our amphitheater. So we might have a return of Chris Janson at the end of this summer.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be perfect, man. We'll start the year off, and we'll end the year too. Well, I appreciate you thinking of me, and I hope that comes to fruition. That would be great. And we'll have something new to celebrate right at the time, and be launching right off the launch pad about that time. So that'd be great.
We love you. Great show tomorrow night. High energy, all the hits. You get the keyboard, the harmonica, the running around, the singing, the guitar playing. Chris, we love you, man. Thank you for joining us.
Love you too, brother. Look forward to seeing you, and I appreciate everything.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.